Hi, I'm Jess and I'm here with my co-host Junaid. Welcome to Can I Just Qualify That? We're live on Results Day at Bluecoat Church of England School in Coventry, where students have been opening their GCSE results.
Joining us today are two people with very different vantage points on this moment. Michael Hanton is Ofqual's Deputy Chief Regulator, who can summarise the big picture of results across England and what trends we can see across the board. Lisa Wright is the head teacher here at Bluecoat, and she's watched all of this unfolding this morning in real time with her own students this morning.
So Lisa, take us into the results hall. What's the mood been like?
It's been incredible. It's been so upbeat. We've had lots of squeals and yelps, lots actually.
I heard a few.
You could hear that across the site. And then we've had some young people who have literally shaken as they've opened their envelopes. We've had tears of joy. I've shed a few myself, I have to say. I have struggled.
No shame, it's okay.
No, it's okay. I'm allowed to do that. So it's been absolutely amazing. It really has.
Brilliant. Tell us a bit more about it then. So what have the results been like and how have your students done?
They are phenomenal. I am so proud of every single young person and staff who make this happen. I think the real pinnacle has been in our top end results. Our grade 9s, last year we did really well. We had 74 9s last year, and this year we've had 160.
Wow.
And we've seen over a 60% increase in our grade 8s as well.
Wow.
So it's left our young people with over 31%, a third of our grades are grades 7 to 9,
Perfect.
which is phenomenal for the staff because it really gives you a boost when you've been teaching these young people for 5 years.
All that investment, all that
It
time.
is. To get those results at the end is so rewarding, but it also means so many of our young people can go on and study the A-levels or other qualifications or apprenticeships that they want to do post GCSE.
Brilliant. That's really good. Congratulations to you and the team.
Thank you.
So any specific stories you want to share with us? Any specific students?
Yes, there are a few that come to mind. I've seen so many young people that have got 8 9s and an 8 or 7 9s and 2 8s today. Wow. And I've seen a young man who wants to go on to do further maths and physics,
Wow.
which is close to my heart as a mathematician.
Our heart.
Our hearts as co-mathematicians.
Yes, indeed.
And a young lady who has got top 9s and actually one of our staff students, which is great.
Okay.
We've got so many students that are our staffs. She's going to do history, law and maths, but she's looking to go into the forces. So that's really interesting. I'm really looking forward to watching her journey. Yeah. Then we've had again, some tears were shed on this one. A young lad that joined us from Ukraine during year 11.
Okay.
So fled the war with parents to Coventry, and he sat all of his GCSEs, came with very limited English, just the basic English that he'd had taught in Ukraine. And he's passed his English, passed his maths, and has got some 5s and 6s as well.
Yeah.
So it's been an absolute pleasure to be able to put him into the hands of our sixth form team to look at what we can offer him into his A-level. So that's really, really special. And then there's another young man who comes to mind who every member of staff who's listening to this will know who I'm talking about because he spends all of his days, every break, every lunchtime going around and speaking to every single member of staff and brightening up their day. He's one of our young people with SEND needs.
Right.
And he is an absolute joy and pleasure. And it has been delightful to be with him today when he opened his results, and he's graded in everything. Brilliant. And has even got a 6 and a 5 in his art subjects. And he's going off to college to study photography where he got his grade 6. So again, such an achievement for him, but all of the staff who I know were willing him on today, having seen him every day, knocking on their doors, saying hello. And I'm going to miss him dreadfully. Every Friday lunchtime, we used to sing hymns in my office. He would come to my office every Friday lunchtime with a hymn in mind, and we'd try and drag a few of the staff in as well. And sometimes we'd be up clapping and dancing. But he's, to see somebody like that achieve what he needed to achieve. It's lovely. So many have got 7, 8 and 9s, but it's about every young person and what they achieve and their destination.
Brilliant.
That's lovely. Yeah, thank you for sharing those stories and bringing that to life for us a bit. So, Michael, we know now that teachers will have a good understanding of what their own school results look like, but can you give us some messages about the national picture?
Yeah, absolutely. And just to say, it's been just wonderful to be here at Bluecoat in Coventry today and to talk to some of the students actually that Lisa's just talked about. And it's an emotional and wonderful thing to see what it's all about, which is those students getting results. We kind of zoom right back. So across England today, 5.7 million GCSEs that students are receiving today. It's a vast number. If you look at the national picture overall, it's basically one of that's very stable. So there's no major changes in outcomes. But I do want to pull out two things that I think are really worth looking at and actually both success stories for today. First, really importantly, in maths. So we know how important maths is for students' futures, the opportunities they have. And what the results show us this year is a small but notable and genuine uptick in attainment at the higher grades in maths. We've got really good evidence that helps us to understand that. And so that's a genuine improvement in the ability of maths for students at the high grades. We should definitely celebrate that. And actually, if we think back to last week, we saw 107,000 students across the country getting A-level maths, strong set of results in A-level maths, strong results in further maths. So for the country, something really good to see in terms of maths. Second thing I want to pull out today is actually modern foreign languages, so Spanish, French and German. What you got today is more than 250,000 results students getting a modern foreign language GCSE. I think that's great. And actually the students this year, they're the first ones to take a new, refreshed, improved qualification. So they started learning those 2 years ago. So they're the first students to get those today. They're great, high quality qualifications designed to give those students a really good foundation in those languages. And what we're seeing today, really pleasing, a really nice, strong set of results in those three really valuable subjects. So yeah, lots to celebrate today.
Brilliant.
Great, thank you, Michael. Some really nice positive messages there. And can you tell us a bit about the vocational and technical qualification results as well?
Yeah, so alongside GCSE, we've got Tech Awards. So these are qualifications that are in more vocational areas. A Tech Award is about the same size as a GCSE, so it's quite easy to take alongside a GCSE. And you can do a Tech Award in subjects like health, social care, you can do them in media, in business. So subjects that help students to get a really good introduction to different vocational areas. So 363,000 of those today. And we know that if we look back over time, that normally around about 40% of students are doing one or more Tech Award alongside their GCSEs. Quite a lot, actually. And as I say, a really great way of just having that first kind of flavour, first taste of something a bit more vocational and giving them a way to look at what might be of interest for them in the future.
Opens some doors, I suppose, and gives them an idea of scope, I suppose.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, Lisa, what sort of conversations have you been having and your staff been having with students this morning and will be having in the days ahead? What's next for those students?
I think there's been a lot of different conversations taking place today. I mean, obviously, firstly, there's been a lot of celebration of heads of department and congratulations, lots of hugs amongst each other as staff. It's lovely to see so many heads of department in, as well as teaching staff to celebrate with our young people. I think that means a great deal to our students when the teachers are there. It really does make Results Day special.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, we've got our senior team who've been in all day yesterday working hard, but they've spent today upstairs in the block looking at enrolling our students into sixth form.
Right, okay.
So they've had some really positive conversations there. It's been really exciting. But then there's been obviously some young people who maybe have got one grade which doesn't meet the entry criteria for a particular qualification. So there have been quite lengthy conversations around suites of courses, what they want to do after A-levels or after their vocational courses.
Sort of thing.
Exactly. And what might be their best package or suite of subjects to take to get them into that next stage. We've then also had the college on site as well with us, who have been working with those young people who A-levels or sixth form here isn't for them. They want a vocational pathway through college. So they've been here to offer those pathways to them as well, which has been lovely. Okay. And our chaplain's been here, which I think is really nice, to offer that pastoral care as a Church of England school. I think that's been really important. We've had our CEO on site, which has been really nice for me to have that support because we are a part of Inspire Education Trust. So to have the CEO here with us and with our students and to be a real face is really important to us. I've also had my Senko, who has been here to support our SEND students. Brilliant. Our safeguarding lead's been in to support some of our more vulnerable. And our looked after coordinator, we do have some children in year 11 who have come through social care and therefore they've been in to support them. So there's been lots and lots of varied conversations amongst the staff. And
not just teaching staff. It's really nice to hear that's, lots of support staff on site
really
as well.
important
really
that the support staff are here. Yeah. It is really, really important. And our exams officer as well. She's been in.
The unsung heroes.
The unsung hero of our exams officer. Yeah. Her own child was getting GCSEs though first thing this morning. So
they were going to be in. They were going to be in.
Torn a little bit today. But yeah, our exams officer's been in, which has been really, really special. She is the unsung hero. Without her, we could not do this job. She has been in since we started the exam season. She's here for our mocks. She's here late in the evenings when papers overrun, especially A-levels, when they're back to back with young people, access arrangements. She stays till the bitter end. And they are the unsung heroes. And actually, my exams officer sits on my senior leadership team. And I think that's really, really important because they hear our senior team conversations firsthand and they can offer all of the advice and support and things that we don't even think about.
Intel from the ground,
Absolutely. They know what the requirements are for exams. They know what's needed and they are there then. They are there within our senior team to have that voice at the table. Brilliant. So thank you. Big shout out to the exams manager. Thank you for everything you do for all of us, for me, for our staff and for our children.
Thank you. So yeah, big day obviously for students, but of course all the teaching staff as well that have prepared students for this day. So what are they feeling like now?
They are again absolutely jubilant. I've had many a hug, and I think this is a hard job. Teaching is a really, really tough job, and it's days like today that make it worthwhile. When you have worked with these young people for 5 years and you see what the fruits of your hard work have been, that's what really makes this job worthwhile and helps you to get back up again in September and start again. Because that's exactly what we do now. We start again. We've got another cohort. We've got the year 10s now coming through, year 9 starting their GCSE pathways. And, we've got a lot of staff that take a big role in this. Obviously, we've got our teaching staff, our support staff, our SEND staff for our children with special educational needs and the support they give those with access arrangements and testing. But also, again, some other team that I think are unsung are our invigilation team. Every school needs a big invigilation team of here 40 plus.
Big school, right?
It's a really big school and a lot of young people. We've got 160 at A-level and 277 at GCSE. That takes a lot of rigour around that and regulations. So you need the invigilators to understand that. But they've also got to really have a pastoral side to understand the stress at that moment in time. And what we balance that by some of our staff's children who are at university working here as invigilators during their time out of university. And they are there, they've just been through it. So we have a real variation of a human face, somebody that understands, can relate, whilst we've then got experienced invigilators that can really hold that rigour and make sure that the exams are conducted as they should be.
Great.
So, Michael, you spoke earlier about grades being stable. Talk to us a bit about why that's so important.
Yeah, it's a great question, Junaid. I think probably the most important thing is that we hold stable the standard of work that you need to produce to achieve a particular grade. So that's the point where it really matters. So we want it to be the same quality of work to get a grade 7 this year, next year, the year after. So that's the thing that we're really focused on. And I guess the reason why that matters, we often in Ofqual, we often think of a qualification as being like a currency, and a currency has to hold its value. People have to believe that value and believe that that currency is going to be worth what it should be worth when you come to buy something.
Yeah.
The qualification is a lot like that. So you want that qualification to get your access to your next step. And so everybody needs to be really confident that what that grade reflects is held constant and is a standard that's maintained. So that's the thing that's really important to us. And that's really what Ofqual is here to do, is to make sure that it isn't harder or easier one year to the next to get a particular grade, and also to make sure between exam boards it's not harder or easier. So it's not true that it's easier with some exam boards than others. It is the same quality of work to get that grade each year, each exam board. And so we're protecting the value of those qualifications for years to come for those students.
And thinking about qualifications being a currency, what can students getting their GCSE results today use those qualifications for?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so there's great options. And actually, I think for students at 16, there's choice is a really big part of what it is. And as Lisa was talking about today, those conversations, looking for each student, what's right for you, and not assuming a particular path. So yes, there's A-levels, great high quality qualifications known around the world. Actually, they've been around for over 70 years, a really valuable part of our education system. And then you've also got T-levels, so high quality rigorous qualifications developed with employers. They include these long work placements, 45 days, a great introduction into a particular area, and you can come out at the end of a T-level either to go straight into a job, so employment ready, or to go into higher education. So really good options there. And then there's a whole range of vocational qualifications too that students can use to get experience of a different area. And for teachers listening, keep your eyes open. This time next year, we'll have the first of the brand new V-levels. I know, Lisa, you're interested in those,
Yes,
keeping
very
a
much.
close eye.
Yes.
So this time next year, students will be able to start taking V-levels, vocational levels. They'll be in digital, in finance and accounting, and education in early years. And again, a route for students to get a taste of a vocational area, same size as an A-level, high quality qualifications that you can then use to go on to an apprenticeship or into university or into higher technical qualifications as well. So choice is that is the key thing. There's great choice.
Yeah, brilliant.
Great choice, and lots of different pathways depending on
And
individual
more coming,
students.
more coming. Outstanding. So, Lisa, in closing, what would your sort of one message be to students picking up their results today?
Be proud. Be proud of what you've achieved. You've put all of your years of education into this since you were 4, 5, and this is where you've got to in year 11. Be proud of what you've achieved. Hopefully, for many, it's what you wanted, and you can go on to exactly what you wanted to do. But it might not be, and that's okay. I think that's one of the things I always say to our children. It's okay. Your pathway will be carved out for you, and you will succeed. And our vision here at Bluecoat is to live life in all its fullness. And that, to me, is be proud of the results you've achieved, and now go on and live life in all its fullness and find that pathway that's for you.
Great, and we'll end on that very positive message. Thank you. So huge thank you to Michael Hanton, Lisa Wright, and everyone at Bluecoat Church of England School in Coventry today. And thank you for welcoming us into your results day. To all students getting their results today, congratulations and good luck with your next steps. Until next time, I'm Jess.
I'm Junaid.
Thanks for listening.